Okay, now I'm going to talk about another technique that's going around, or that's been around forever, I should say, that I personally, and it's a matter of opinion, but I personally find it doesn't work as well as what I just showed you, and I'll explain why. Okay, what it is people grip the fulcrum, but instead of gripping between the index finger and the flat of the thumb, they grip between the middle finger and the flat of the thumb. So they get this. They grip it like that. Okay, obviously you have to have a fulcrum because we play wrist up and you've got to grip the stick from this side and this side, otherwise the stick will just fall out of the hand. Usually though, the question is, or the argument is, do you grip it between the first knuckle or the second knuckle, or in between with the index finger? It's pretty rare, I find, that people do grip it between the third finger, the middle finger and the flat of the thumb, and to me this creates a few problems. First one is, if you grip between the middle finger and the flat of the thumb, you've then only got two fingers, these last two fingers, to do all the work if you're going to get even sounding double stroke rolls, you know, and bouncing the second stroke with the fingers and so on to achieve that, like I just explained. Now, I find that really hard to do. In fact, I'll admit I can't do it. It's just really unnatural thing to have your fingers isolated in this position, your front two fingers like that, and then trying to move the last two on their own. Do that, just grip your two fingers like that and try and move those last two. To me it feels really uncomfortable. In fact, it feels like it would become painful. Now I've actually seen a double stroke roll taught on a video with that technique, and it was a bit strange because the drummer said, okay, make sure that you get even strokes by making sure that the second stroke of each hand change is as loud as the first, but then it was explained that you bounce the stick. You just let the stick bounce like this. So obviously if you're only bouncing it but not really paying attention and snapping it in with the fingers, you're going to get that da-da dynamic difference, and when you speed it up, you'll get that uneven roll. You'll get bad that sounds. You want to get, and personally I find you can only really do that if you've got all three fingers working, because the back one doesn't even really get that much of a go. Okay, the pinky finger doesn't get that much of a go. So if you're really just relying on that finger to do the work, it's not really going to happen. You really need this middle finger because it's got bigger muscles in it, it's a bigger finger, and so it can do a lot of the work a lot easier. So that's why I play and teach the double stroke roll like that.